Departmental Office, Maluti. Can you
Hi,
hear me?
hi, Lilebogile. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, ma'am?
As your name is saying, thank you so much for unmuting. We appreciate you, Sisi. Thank you. Yeah, and I also see Charlene. I see Busile from Majuba. I see Fuzile. Welcome. I also see West Coast SSS. Jamila. Askis. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Welcome, Maggie. I'm still waiting for you, Chris, to indicate when to start.
Yeah, we've got
Okay.
two more minutes. It's 28 past, so let's
I'll
give
proceed. Welcome, Stolile. I hope you are well. Welcome, Randall. I'll just keep on checking as people are coming in. I will check and then I will just highlight your name so that it's a way of us of showing that we acknowledge you, we appreciate you, and we thank you so much just for spending your time in these 2.5 hours. You are not going to regret spending time with us. And for the other entities like our courts and also our municipalities who are here, you are going to learn a lot because the TVETs are going to brag and show off. And they're going to also highlight what were the key learnings and what happened in the different TVETs. And we are happy working with the TVETs because we don't necessarily look only at the working group. We are also focusing on the youth. We know that in order for us to have a healthy nation, we have to focus on the youth, because once we impact good knowledge and skills to them, then we know that we have a better chance to have a good future going forward as a nation. So hence now we really truly appreciate having the TVETs here because they are holding the children who are our future going forward. Ma'am Selina, we appreciate you. Kosi, we appreciate you. That's a special dedication to you guys. And also just for having you here, you joined early, you show the respect and acknowledge of this big webinar that we are busy with. Thank you so much, our national leads, for joining us. I see Tabisa. Hi, Tabisa. How are you? Long time no see.
Hi, Tumisile. I'm good. And you?
I'm
Let me
okay.
just
I can't complain.
open up
Ooh,
my
it's so
video
nice.
so that we can
It's so
see.
nice to see your name, Sebisa. We haven't seen you for the longest time. Welcome, dear. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you. We are also having another number, Chris, 206972.
yeah. So if I can make a suggestion, because we need to get started now, because it's 1:30 on the dot, and we've got 2 hours, and I know time is precious. So if your name is Asa or a number on the screen, if you don't mind putting your name in the chat box, so we get to know you. But we will have breakout sessions where you'll get the opportunity to have conversations with others and introduce yourself properly. So Dumi, I think without delaying it further, let's get started.
Thank you so much. Over to you, Namcibelo. Or we can start with the check-in session and wait for the signal.
Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for everyone who's here. We really appreciate you taking time, and we're hoping that what the teams are going to share today is really stuff that is actually going to help all of us as we try as much as possible to address gender-based violence and femicide. So this is a really learning opportunity for us, for PSETs and TVETs that are here. So just to give you an idea in terms of what will be happening today, as you can see, myself and Dumi are going to be your guides today. So we will be taking you through everything that you're gonna do. As Chris has said, we only have 2 hours and the teams have a lot to share with us. So we're really gonna have to do that balancing as much as the teams. the major part of the program is going to be the different teams sharing with us. But what I like also is that after about 4 teams have shared, you will have an opportunity to then engage with the content that they've given us. So we'll throw you into smaller groups and just engage a little bit, and also maybe just give us a bit of insights in terms of what you're getting and how we can take this work forward from what they have done. So that's what we will do. And then after that, we will then just then go forward to talk about what is in store for next year, because thank you to Ford Foundation. We're still going to run the program next year, and we really, really appreciate that. And our opening, we were going to have the DDG for TVETs, Mr. Zungu. Unfortunately, he's at the meeting now with the minister, but I think he might just pitch in anytime, and I don't think he's here yet. Kosi, am I right? I don't see him. But I think we'll play it by an ear. When he comes in, we'll just quickly give him that opportunity. He really, really would have loved to be part of this process, because this is the work that is very dear within the TVET space that they are working on. So that's where we are today. So welcome. I'm gonna hand over to Dumi to check us in, and then we will run through the whole program. Over to you, Dumi.
Thank you so much, Nomki. Thank you so much. Can we please move to the slides of Ripples of Hope? Thank you so much. We all know that we are all busy with GBV, and we know that there are so many things and issues that are actually along the way. They come in and they give us hope. They give us a chance to say, okay, this is what is going to help me in order to continue with the current efforts of trying to fight GBV. So now, what we are going to share on the screen is actually a code. Can you please just show the scanner? Yes, thank you so much. We are doing Menti. If you can't scan this QR code that you are seeing here, can you kindly just go to your Google and double in www.menti.com and then enter the code 45078809. And what we are going to do today, we are not going to write our names on the Menti. However, we are requesting each and every one of you to share with us one word or one phrase that represents what gives you hope in this current efforts to fight GBV. You can just also click on the chat on the Menti we are having on the chat. The Menti, just go to the chat box and then click it. It's going to take you through. If the one word or one phrase is Dumi, Dumi gives you hope to represent, to show the current efforts. Just type Dumi, and then Anthony is going to help us and flag what are the one word. We just need one word so that we are going now to come and talk about it with Nomgcibelo. We are going to share. So can you kindly just, also you can just do thumbs up if you are struggling to join the Menti. Tell us. We are having a very beautiful, skilled team behind the scenes who are waiting to help you out. If you can't scan the code, if you can't type www, if you can't go to the to our chat box and click, we are having Menti there that was shared by Beryl. Just one word that is describing what gives you hope in the movement to end GBV. Woo! We are having youth. I assumed the first word would be Dumi. Collaboration. Wow, change. Collaboration is still big. Second chances. This is very, very good, because we are not only focusing on the people and also a person who's just encountered issues of GBV, but we are also focusing on the long-term therapy that we are going to take them through. I'm seeing teamwork, I'm seeing impact, I'm seeing activism. Nomgcibelo, do you see other words that I've missed? Compassion. There's so many words. Nomgcibelo, come in. But collaboration is still the big, big word. Communication, impact, change, partnership. Oh, on the chat box, I'm also seeing support. I love it that also we are having people who are participating on the chat box. I'm also seeing strength. There is strength on the chat box. Prayer, possibilities, compassion, changing perspective. We were teenagers in year 2000 and now it's 2025. We need to change the perspective of what it's like to be a teenager. Maposhan, I see you laughing. Still, I don't see Dumi somewhere. Please make sure I see the Dumi somewhere. These are very, very crucial and positive words that we are seeing. And we all know that we cannot do any efforts of GBV without communication, without collaboration, without having hope, without having impact. I'm seeing Dumi in small letters. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, beautiful people. I'm also seeing responsive. We have to be responsive. I'm seeing art. You know, art sometimes you can look at it, it brings out your emotions, brings out love, brings up hope, brings out joy, brings out happiness, brings out even second chance that I'm seeing here. I'm seeing Beryl. Beryl, don't take my stage, please. I'm seeing breathing. People, they get to breathe. I also love that as well. Beryl, please move your name. I don't know what I'm seeing Chris. Chris, you're coming in. I'm seeing
That's
Word
cool.
of Impact. Wow. Wow, guys, you are so beautiful. You are such a big, big, big and beautiful group to interact with. Chris, I'm not sure whether we still have time according to the mentee. Even on the chat, I'm seeing hope for the future. Wow. I'm also seeing attitude. Very, very good, brilliant, positive, encouraging attitude. We need it as we are continuing with this word. You guys, you know, you blown my mind. I didn't think that we'll see such beautiful words coming out. I am changed. I'm seeing it as well. I'm seeing awareness. Thank you so much, Shanta. Okay, I'm done.
Cool, thanks, Dumi. It's really lovely to see those words. It's very encouraging, and agree. Collaboration, communication is foundational. Quick one from our side. I just want to welcome. We have a couple of members from the media, so we are very grateful for you or having you in the session and cover the stories. And to the rest of the group, if you do have any inquiries or questions, please just pop it in the chat box and we will monitor it on our side and do our best to get back to you. You can also reach out to us at social@theworldofimpact.org and we will get back to you as quick as we can. Thanks, Dumi. Over to you, Nonki.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Dumi. Yeah, we normally try to just give an overview of what the 100 days challenges are, because sometimes you get people that have never heard about it. So, but before I get there, I just want to mention that this work doesn't happen in isolation. There are many different stakeholders. We have government, civil society organizations, funders, and community-based organizations who've really come together and are playing their part in ending gender-based violence and femicide in our country. And at the heart of this collaboration is the GBVF collective. It's what we consider to be the umbrella structure that brings everyone together around one shared goal. And that goal is to make sure that the strategic plan on gender-based violence and femicide. It's not just a paper, but it is actually brought to life in our local communities, in our TVETs, in our universities as they are here, in our courts, in our workplaces. So the 100 Days Challenges is actually one initiative under the GBVF collective. And we've got different partners. We've got the Ford Foundation, who's really been a supporter of this process, of the collective, and also of some of the initiatives like the 100 Days Challenges. We have Ish Impact Africa, which is a civil society organization that works very closely with the Department of Women, Youth, and Persons with Disabilities to support the collective and really to strengthen it, because it's the place where we come together and look for solutions and try to strengthen our collaborative effort. And then we have the World of Impact, which is the training company that has developed the 100 days challenges and the 30 days challenges as we are running them right now. And the World of Impact also has really worked to come up with some of the tools really that help us understand where we are, and tools that help us to try and get to a point where we know exactly where we are, like the health check on gender-based violence and femicide, and the dashboard. So these are all the different stakeholders in the whole collaborative effort, which is under the GBVF collective. So now I'm gonna allow you to just sit back and listen to this short video, which gives you an overview of what the 100 days challenges are. Thank you.
Hello teams, here is a short overview of our 100-day challenges. First, let us look at our NGBVF 100-day challenges conveners. Department of Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities, Department of Social Development, Department of Higher Education and teams. Here is a short overview of our 100-day challenges. First, let us look at our NGBVF 100-day challenges conveners. Department of Women, Youth and Persons with Disabilities, Department of Social Development, Department of Higher Education and Training, Department of Monitoring and Evaluation, Department of Justice and Constitutional Development, South African Local Government Association, Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs. 100-day challenges are projects, and like all projects, they have a start date and an end date. You can guess from their name that they end 100 days after they start. They have a team, a goal, and a plan. What sets them apart is that they are designed in a unique way. They borrow some of their features from crisis situations. Why crises? Because during a crisis, people often accomplish things that are unthinkable during normal times. So why do we have to wait for a crisis to do the unthinkable? What we did is to design the features of crisis into projects, and we call them 100-day challenges. A crisis creates a sense of urgency, no time to waste in looking at and evaluating all options. We have to act, and to act fast. This is why 100-day challenges begin and end in 100 days or less. In a crisis, the stakes are high, sometimes they involve survival, and the solutions are not known. The goal of a 100-day challenge serves this purpose. The team sets the goal so high that it feels almost impossible to achieve. And the work of the team is visible to all. The stakes are high. In a crisis, people are all focused on the crisis. The team assembled for the 100-day challenge must be all in. Otherwise, this will be just another project. Lastly, in a crisis, no one consults the procedures manual. They do what it takes to deal with the situation. This is probably the hardest factor to build into a 100-day challenge, making sure that leaders step back and give full control to the team. When you put these factors in place, 3 things emerge: collaboration, innovation, and implementation. These 3 are keys to the success of any team or collective effort dealing with a complex problem. And GBVF is as complex a problem as it gets. So what you will hear today are 100-day challenges organized in PSET and TVET College campuses. We will have another event which will feature 100-day challenges organized by municipalities, and a third one that will feature 100-day challenges organized in courts. A total of 69 PSET and TVET College campuses participated this year. 4 of the TVETs with 15 campuses that completed 100-day challenges in 2024 continued and amped up their work in 2025. This speaks to the durability of this work. A total of 5 universities with 12 campuses participated in the NGBF 100-day challenges this year. A total of 24 TVET colleges and with 58 campuses participated in 2025. Let's hear how our teams turned action into impact.
Thank you so much for the beautiful video that we've just heard with a beautiful voice. We appreciate you guys. We all know that the work that we're doing on the 100 days, that we want to make sure that we amplify the voices of our adolescent and young people, and also we amplify even the working staff in the different PSETs and TVET colleges. So our next college is West Coast College, that is going to be focusing on breaking the silence, making sure that at the end of the day, we amplify the voices of our youth. These are the beautiful pictures of all the activities that they were busy with. We are going to move on now to their video. Thank you so much. Over to you, Chris and Santa.
Hi, Dumia. I think at this stage, if we can invite West Coast College in to perhaps speak about their work. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, the video is not there.
It's coming up for
Okay.
another team.
No problem. Thank you so much. Over to you, West Coast. Drum roll for West Coast while they're still unmuting. Thank you so much.
Hi, it's Tshwane speaking. I'm one of the campus managers at West Coast College. I don't know if Nduna, our student support ASD, is maybe in here. I would like to share one or two things from my side as a campus, but I don't know who's going to do the presentation. Sorry, I'm in the deep end now.
It's Nduna. It's Nduna. Come in, jump in. You have 10 minutes. Jump
You
in.
must be here.
Welcome, sir. We appreciate you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Nduna. Over to you guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think in Xhosa, when someone bigger is going to speak, then a light will come and bring the a jug or what into ibhekile ngeXhosa. I mean English.
Okay.
They will bring a big cup for that person to go to first drink. So Mr. Gerald was just trying to do the introduction. Can you do the introduction before I can come in, Tata, whilst I'm busy with the presentation?
Okay. Are you going to present the presentation, or can I just give a quick
Yes,
overview
yes.
or introduction?
You can just talk now.
Okay.
I just want, I'm trying to share.
Okay, no problem. Colleagues, good afternoon. Like I said earlier, I'm Gerard Kutsie. I'm one of the campus managers. I'm the campus manager at Citrusdal campus, and I was privileged enough to also be involved with this whole challenge and to end the GBV. The campus where I'm at is in a very small rural town. But it's a town that gets very, very busy because we are in the citrus mecca of South Africa with a huge amount of seasonal workers. In a small little town, we get about 26,000 seasonal workers that comes into the town. So you can imagine the activity is a lot, and the things that not only our students but also our community are exposed to can present quite a bit of challenges. And I think this initiative that we were involved with, from me specifically from a campus manager point of view, was really amazing. We could see the effect. I know Nduna will also make it a part of our presentation. But yeah, so for us as a small little rural campus, the effect was huge. Not just on the students, but staff, the community that was involved in this. You will see the GBV walk that we did. The massive feedback that we got from that, and the amazing feedback that we got from that, from the media, from the town itself, from our center office, from our stakeholders. It was really, really amazing. And if there's one thing that I think that also just stood out again was the awesome and amazing power of social media, and how quickly we can reach so many people via social media. Part of our presentation later on, you will see that we are over 500,000 views. Plus another 2,500, almost 2,500 other engagements as well, which is really amazing. So once again, coming back for me from a small little town to make such a big impact, not just in my town, but in our community, but nationwide, worldwide, if I can call it that. So those were some of the things that really stood out for me as a campus manager, also being involved with this. There's so many new stakeholders that we engage with and that were part of this, and you will see it as part of our presentation as well. So there's really so many highlights that we can add to this theme of breaking the silence. So that for me was part of it, and you will see now also in our overview we will look at our theme of breaking the silence. We will look at the implementation of and the highlights of some of the stuff that we implemented. And the other thing that we also did, and of course you need to be honest with yourself and say, listen, yes, we had amazing achievements, but we also had some challenges, and we must also be able to learn from these challenges if we want to implement it going forward again. And what are some key lessons that we can learn and to improve that? Should we do it again at our colleges, and should we do it again in our communities or different platforms? And then the other thing for me that also stood out, and when we looked at the reflection and the conclusion of this must be an everyday thing. This must be something that we discuss, whether I'm in an academic board, whether I'm talking about policies, whether I'm talking in a broad management. This mustn't just be a 100-day challenge. This must be an everyday challenge that we can adopt and that we can make part of the conversations, whether it's at campus, whether it's in meetings, whether it's in our communities, whether we're meeting with stakeholders. This must be the thing that we address each and every day, not just always wait for the 100 days or a challenge like that to be challenged by somebody else, but that we must really challenge ourselves to get more involved with that. So that's just a general overview. And Duna, I don't know if you are ready with the presentation.
Thank you so much for the beautiful teamwork. We are having 4 minutes, Mam Duna.
All right.
Duna, over to you.
If I can ask if
Yeah.
we could please just keep it on this overview slide. And if you can share the presentation with us, and we'll upload it onto our news hub. And we would love to
can
share.
Can you see the presentation?
We've got your overview slide on our screen. If you could maybe do a 4-minute overview of what happened.
Can I share mine, please? What I'm having.
And Duna, could we? Okay, if you can cover it in 4 minutes.
Okay.
That would be. I think that would be fun.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Not just yet. Okay, it's coming up.
Okay. With regard to what Mr. Kutsia was just saying now, I'll briefly try to summarize whatever that is in on my slides. As we all know that we are coming from a very rural area that is from west coast side of the Western Cape or of Cape Town. So we are having 5 campuses, that is Vredendal, Atlantis, Mamasbury, Vredenberg, and Citrusdal. So as Mr. Kutsia has already indicated that our aim was to break the silence. As we all know that we are dealing with the students that at times they do not want to share their challenges. And for now, we just wanted to break that silence and encourage all the survivors to speak out and promote safer, inclusive, and supportive at our campuses, because we are also having e-residencies, of which some of these are GBV activities are happening at the residences, whilst maybe in weekends or holidays, so they are always there. I'm not going to dwell on the objectives. Let's go to the implementation and the highlights. We have managed to establish committees around our campuses, and we also had the partnerships from the external environment. That is, we had 11 formalized institutions that were part of our GBV. And all this is done not only by student support, as maybe it was indicated, but this is a partnership of HR, this is a partnership of academics, this is a partnership of student support. In fact, everybody at the college is part of those committees. So we were also having awarenesses like the Dookie Fridays, prayer sessions for all the Mondays. We were having those prayer sessions because we also believed that sometimes, as much as we are no longer praying in our institutions, but we do need those prayers, because sometimes we don't sit down and listen to our students or to our fellow colleagues, but during those prayer sessions, that is where maybe we can also socialize and find out more about our colleagues and students. Then with regard to the implementation highlights, we were having this flagship event where we were having a very big walk, march around Malmesbury, and social media was also a platform where we were doing our awarenesses. As you can see, the numbers there, 560,000 people that view the information that we were sharing there. We were also be able to draft a GBV strategy or plan or policy, which is already been in all the levels. Now we just need a final approval from the council. We also created a hotline email address so that in times where the students need support, at least they know where to reach us. Those are just picks, random picks that we took during those sessions that we were having. Wow. Then we have achieved 250 participation directly during the march, in fact. And we also supported 10 survivors through counseling and legal aid. We also recorded 25 GBVF related cases. And there was also some schools, because as we are part of the community, we also invited the schools around our areas. So West Bank
1 minute
High School,
remaining, my dear.
okay.
1 minute.
So what was one of those? Then those are the achievements that we're having. We also had challenges, as Mr. Kutsier has already indicated, irregular scheduling of activities, gaps in data documentation and monitoring, and minor logistics issues during flagship. And we also have a challenge on human capacity. Remember, this project is not for a one-man drive, but it needs a full unit on its own, because me, Mr. Kutsier, and the other team members are also having their own job descriptions or job duties. So when we are taking them from out of their activities, daily activities, then that means that there will be some gaps somewhere, somehow. That is why maybe we will always be having challenges. And also there is a problem with regard to funding.
Time is up. Our time is up. I'm happy to see that in your screen, on the slides, you are having key lessons. We are going to go through breakaway sessions, and would appreciate if we can see some of the ideas that you've included in this slide. So thank you so much, Mam Duna. Because of time, you know, beautiful PSETs, beautiful TVETs, we love you so much, guys, from the deepest part of our hearts, but we do not have time. And now, can we please just jump over to Maluti TVET College? You can see that they were also very busy, just as our other TVETs were doing. Can you please play the video, Chris? Thank you so much.
Today we celebrate because we know what we've come from and we know where we are going. As Majuba, we celebrate those women who are silenced, those that couldn't make it, and those that need to know. We will hold their hand through it all.
We are taking a stand against. We are saying we want all the perpetrators locked in jail. It must come to a stop.
Thank you so much, Machuba. To the next slide. I think we are remaining with 6 minutes after the 4 minutes that we showed with the video. Over to you.
Very good afternoon, Honorable DDG, Mr. Sam Zungu in absentia, our phenomenal colleagues from the world of impact, our colleges present, and our partners, media, and esteemed guests. It is with great honor that we present our journey at Maluti TVET College. This 100-day challenge was our second 100-day challenge, and it was a powerful campaign grounded in our mandate to break the silence. At Maluti College, we recognize the silence. That silence allows gender-based violence to thrive. And our 100-day challenge was therefore designed not only to raise awareness, but to confront the culture of fear, stigma, and inaction that often surrounds GBVF. Today, I'd like to introduce a team that has joined us from Dundee Technology Center, Elaine and Cicelo. They were the team on the ground, and they have a short presentation to show everyone on the achievements that they have had as a campus. So as a college, we had 7 sites that were involved, but this campus was one of the campuses that we're able to fully thrive in the movement, and I'd like them to show their presentation. Thank you very much.
A very warm welcome to one and all. You are speaking to Elaine Govender, and I'm actually will be doing the presentation on behalf of my campus, which is Majuba DTC campus. Is it shared? Okay.
Yes,
Firstly, I would like to say that it was an excellent journey that we had started with on the 10th of April. It was Mr. Sabia and myself, Elaine Govender. This journey started very on a high note, and most of the overview was done by Karishma, and she had given us an exact view of what needs to be done. And I think we took that and we headed straightforward to what we needed to do. It was a very challenging one because we also from a very small town, Dundee, and it's a very rural place. So the challenges that DTC started with the contribution, the first contribution to our GBV challenge was, the first challenge was on the 14th of April, where the staff and students wore black, and we took a firm stance against the GBV by launching the 100-day challenge to support the victims. And this initiative was themed the Breaking Silence. As you can see, we had a very good turnout with all the students that supported us 100% and the staff as well. The second challenge that we went forward to was we had the Men's Health Day and the GBV dialogue. The dialogue was mostly aimed at the men's health. The speakers that were brought on were very intense, and it was a very, very successful day all in all. The third challenge that we had for DTC that came forward was the Women's Day function, and we had incorporated the march and the memorandum. Okay, the march we had done from Majuba Central Office to the SAPS offices, carrying the banners, chanting. We had slogans. We had handed over the memorandum, and this memorandum, well, basically consisted of demands that we had, like college community concerns and demands, improved policies, responsiveness of the GBV reports, safe zone areas for the campuses and student accommodations, partnership with SAPS to improve student safety, and we had placards demanding justice, safety, protection for all women and children. I've just presented a few pictures of the Women Day March. It was done very successfully. It was peaceful, and I think our message was bright and clear to everybody that day. The fourth challenge that we had brought forward for DTC was the Isabaya, the Madota, and the Young Women's Conference. This was also a very fruitful challenge, because we had reached out to all the, not only just the males, but the males and the females, and we had all our stakeholders on board, on that specific day, so that it reached to the specific program that we were aiming to put forward to our students. That was the GBV challenge that we were doing. And moving forward, okay, these were what our goals had been decided on. Like, we were raising awareness to promote the culture of support, eliminate the stigma, empower and reporting, addressing root causes, and indicating that support programs or groups that we were going to create that we created actually for DTC, right? The overview of our 100-day challenge work plan, the banners was always visible to all campus staff and students as a reminder of the challenge. The banners was always visible at all campus activities as well. And the progress that has been observed so far is that the staff and students are now more informed and educated regarding the GBV matters. And yes, that is all I have to say for DTC. It was a really, really fulfilling and informative 100-day challenge. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
so
Majuba.
much. Over to you, Majuba. Anyone who wants to, you still have 2 minutes.
Yes, so I think maybe if I could just come in, throughout the 100 days, our community demonstrated extraordinary commitment and courage. They implemented the awareness programs, the peer dialogues, and the survivor support initiatives with us. We began to see transformation, and institutional culture change. The results that you see here have been both inspiring and measurable. It's proof that when young people are empowered to lead change, transformation is possible, because we put it out there to them and we challenge them to become different from what they were before. Our success in this challenge shows that what we achieved, not only in the TVET sector, but it also shows how we were able to collaborate with the public service around us, the schools, the SAPS, all these other stakeholders that played a pivotal role in ensuring that they were also heard during our marches that when we took to the streets and we were in the communities, that kind of thing. We, as a college, we continued to champion the call to break the silence, and we've also included other colleges when we were doing our initial startups and things like that, like Nambiti and Mtshana were also there. So we feel that as a college, we definitely a center of specialization when it comes to gender-based violence and femicide, the movement itself. And I just want to thank all the campuses that are here and all the stakeholders that supported us during the 100-day challenge and beyond, because we still continue to move the movement forward, and we are looking forward to 2026. So thank you for having us. We are deeply honored.
Thank you so much. It's us who are humbled and honored by you. Thank you so much for sticking to time. We truly appreciate you. So now listen, here is a secret, beautiful people, beautiful PSETs. We are having beautiful slides that we've prepared for you. Remember the ones that we've summarized for you. Remember the ones that Chris shared for you to you via email. Can we kindly stick to those slides that we've shared, and then you just summarize from the slides that we are sharing? Because now if we come in with other slides, then it's sort of like it's mixing our our preparation and the way we wanted to see things. So can we please not share? We are really requesting you. We are pleading with you so that we just stick to the slides that the World of Impact has prepared, and then we just summarize and conduct and do our presentations from there. Thank you so much. I trust everything is okay. Here comes Free State. I saw somewhere in the chat box saying go Free State. Over to you, Goldfields. Your time starts now. You have 10 minutes. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. We are Goldfields TVET College from the Free State. On the 5th, if not the 4th of August, we had our first meeting joining the end GBV 100 days with different stakeholders. We were assisted a lot by Mayor Tuto. She was the one who was showing us direction in everything. So we started on the 5th of August, and then our main focus area were the first one, pillar number 2, to reduce incidents of JBV in hot zones, because we are a college that is in township and also in town. We have a problem with the one in township because there are different hot zones where students are being marked and also being involved in cases of JBV. And then the second one was breaking the silence, and the JBV tool was to conduct awareness campaigns, dialogue, and also roundtables with the students in order to give them information with regard to issues of gender-based violence. Because when we do our induction and orientation, when we share with them different terms of JBV, you find that some they don't know. So we saw that there is a need for us to make them aware of JBV in detail, and also the processes of reporting cases as well. So our main goal was to having the student to understand GBVF and have knowledge on how to report cases of gender-based violence. So our first event in addressing what I've presented was a dialogue with the students. So we had a dialogue with different departments, of which the SAPS was involved into the dialogue, also correctional services, NPA, as well as the gender equity office. So during that event, each and every stakeholder presented on how they get to be involved on cases of gender-based violence. So it assisted the student a lot because they got information and also they understood as to what they need to do in order for them to get assistance if ever they fail to be a victim. So the main challenge in this dialogue we had during the event is that the participation was less because some of the students were attending classes, but that is something that we noted. And on the next event, we made sure that we are doing the event after the classes, and also we had to communicate with the lecturers to release the students earlier on the day in order for them to can be able to attend, because at our college on Friday, the classes end at 12 o'clock. So we requested to use the timetable for Friday into the event that we had. So we further had an event again with the students. It was an awareness. It was a big event because we had to reach 256 students. So in that event, we had different stakeholders. Also on the outside, there was activation where students were being tested for HIV, all the diseases. We partnered with Department of Health. Also the distributions of different family planning, and also the blood drive. It was a big event wherein outside there was activation, and then on the inside there were different stakeholders presenting to the students, giving them the overview of gender-based violence, how do you report cases, and so on. So immediately after that event, we had an increase on the report of cases, especially for students who are staying in races, in accommodation. So most of them, they were reporting of cases of rape and different cases that are related to GBVF after the event. So it really showed us that there was an impact on the program that we did Also, we understood that after the students have went through the GBV cases and so on, it affects the minds and also the character of the student. So we also planned during September a mental related program wherein students were assisted with receiving counseling and also to understand and gain their confidence. And then we also had another event which was called the defense classes, wherein all the female students were shown how to defend themselves in cases wherein they will be involved in a GBV related case. So also we had 56 students writing the civic and soft skills of higher health, of which one of the chapters has the GBV information. Also, you attested after writing the exam to see if you understand GBV and also the stakeholders that the college works with regard to issues of GBV. So that is what, in a nutshell, Maluti TVET College did to assist the students with regard to understanding GBV, knowing how to report the cases, and all that is related to GBVF. So thank you so much. We are also still continuing with the program because we have almost 6,000, and when we look at the target that we reached, it's not even 1,000. So we need to reach the larger community of the students. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Francina. We truly appreciate you guys. And I hope we are also noting the numbers that these PSETs are coming out with. We are super, super, super proud of you. And we love also the scalability of saying, yes, we are having numbers, but we are still aiming for 1,000. Not link TVET College, over to you. Thank you so much. We have 10 minutes.
I think we start with the video.
With the video, yeah, with the video. And after the video, we have 8 minutes.
The goal that we decided on with the college is per campus that it would be 7 cases. So far at this campus, I've just gotten 2. At the one campus that I'm overseeing at Tygerberg, that would be 4. That for me says these initiatives are working and it will continue to work, and I think we will be able to drive more cases, or we're reporting cases up if we continue with this. I've been at Northlink 3 years. Never in that 3 years did I have a case of GBV. Everything else, maybe, not that per se. My understanding of it also grew alongside with the students. Now I can obviously see in my caseloads when they're coming, for instance, substance abuse, and we're talking and we're doing background stories that, you know what, maybe your substance abuse is related to the fact that you've had this trauma, and what this trauma is GBV.
There's certain activities we did on our campuses specifically, and then things we were doing across campuses. Yeah. Some of the things that we did across campus was the Wear Black Wednesdays. A t-shirt was made for us to spread awareness about the campaign, and then spread awareness about gender-based violence and femicide across Northlink staff and students. There was a lot that was going on our social medias, being posted, trying to get engagement from students. On those Wednesdays, when the color was stated, if it was black, students had to wear black, then our marketing team would come out onto the campus, find a student wearing black, maybe ask them a question about the post that was on social media, and if they could answer that correctly, they'd get a little incentive. That encouraged them to then interact with our social media platforms, and in that way also they would learn something about gender-based violence.
Thank you so much. We have 7 minutes and then 1 minute for standing innovation for all the TVETs that has already presented. Over to you, Northlink.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone can hear me. I'm standing in for my assistant director, so I hope I can do as well a job as she would have done in terms of doing the overview. As I think, as the video indicated, we've done quite a bit. So our launch was on the 29th of the college launch of the initiative was on the 29th of July. And since then, we kind of kickstarted it at the various campuses. And I mean, the goal was for us to bring an awareness to students and hopefully increase the target in terms of reporting cases, which I believe we're doing. It's a little bit slow, but it at least has started that type of dialogue where I think students are becoming more aware. They're starting to actually have these type of discussions, which is very important. And this is seen at the various campuses when they're having their in-loco sessions, dialogues, awareness groups, which is very important. In terms of, as I said, awareness and visibility, we've used our own media platform as well as social media. And we have a spotlight bulletin which goes out to all the staff. We had a campaign for every Wednesday, which was color-coded to the awareness or the type of abuse that is normally being experienced. As I said, 7 campuses. I think the challenge there would have been is that we are understaffed at the moment in terms of the counselors. So we are at least, we 4, which were supposed to be 7, and we have been doubling on. We will maybe have one counselor will maybe oversee 2 campuses. So I think somewhere in the foray, you know, I think in terms of where reporting cases could have come or could have been much more, I think because one counselor has has 2 campuses to kind of oversee, that certain aspects probably got lost there in terms of awareness, which I think could have been better in terms of that. I would like to highlight that we've actually had beautiful collaborations with or partnered with the Pride Shelter, Sarki Bartman Women's Shelter for Abused Women and Children, in Keba, as well as rape crisis. Some of the cases that we've had, we've been able to refer to rape crisis so that the students, you know, who are experiencing, you know, the aftermath of the experience with GBV could have a specialized type of, you know, care in terms of that. So I would say that was good. What else is there? Oh, yes. And our campuses actually had a donation drive, which I think was very important. And I think that kind of brought the campuses, I think, you know, especially the staff being able to be very involved in this awareness. And actually seeing, you know, where their help or was going was very good. Especially, I know with Ballard campus, we donated to Sarki Bartman Women's Shelter, which was great. I know with Jodie's camper Protea, it was the Pride Shelter Trust. So those were really good experiences to have with staff as well as you know, in how important this matter is. Sorry if I'm rambling, people. I am a bit nervous.
You are brilliant. Proceed, or unless if you are done. You are brilliant.
In terms of the accessibility of reporting, I think, like we said, we've had a lot of dialogue sessions where we even brought outside service providers like Rape Crisis, the Pride Shelter Trust, who had, you know, very specific types of topics that they were covering with students, and I think brought more understanding in terms of that, which I felt was wonderful. Then you had obviously the counselors who, you know, when cases did come forward and students were reporting, at least it was trained individuals in the sense of trauma-related incidents. Our SRC was very prominent in terms of the pledge of on their side, and the students standing up in terms of, we are no longer going to be silent. We're going to help one another speak on this and bring more awareness. So that for me is very important. In terms of sustainable change, I think, just in terms of, I think what was very important is the campus's environment, that the staff was willing to drive this as much, um, as much as anyone, in terms of, if I'm looking at myself, normally it would be the counselors driving it, but the staff all came together and they were driving this initiative. The staff themselves started speaking openly in their classrooms about this, which only, I think, amplified the fact that, students felt more secure, and that's why we're starting to get, although it's a slow trickle, it is starting to manifest where students are reporting. And I think that for me is the sustainable growth. And I think that is what we as a college at Northlink will continue to do. And hopefully things will be bigger, better, and bring much more of a bigger change to the greater community as well as the campus environment. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Probably we have a minute. Can we please just give a standing innovation? If you want, before we go to the breakaway session, if you want, you clap hands for them. If you want, you say the salute, anything. I'm seeing lots of thank you, Alreen. I was looking for that. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, now we are moving over to the breakaway session. I know we've got a lovely gentleman, Anthony, and a beautiful lady, Santa, who are going to help us to move to the breakaway sessions. What we are going to do, please do not panic when you see yourself being removed from this main platform to another group, because now we are just going to discuss one simple thing. We want to know that out of all these teams and what we've learned today, what do you think can be easily adopted or can be easily duplicated by other TVETs and universities? We are looking forward to beautiful one-word answers, as we did when we started. I trust you guys. Over to you, Anthony and Santa, on the breakaway sessions. You'll be assisted by our teams. Please do not leave the webinar. We are going to come back again after 7 minutes. We appreciate you so much, teams. You've been so beautiful to us. You've been amazing. We thank you so much for everything that we've done to us. We thank you so much, West Coast. We thank you so much, Majuba. We thank you so much, Goldfield. We thank you so much, Northlink. How is it going, Anthony or Santa? Is it coming okay?
The breakout rooms.
They're already there.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you going to share the question and then they go, or should we send them?
Yes, we did say the question. You can share the question, but we did say that we just want one thing that can be duplicated, and also our team, because they'll be joining them, they're going to assist with the one question. We want to know what is one thing that can be adopted or duplicated by other TVETs or universities. Thank you, Anthony. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys, those who are still here, you just want to unmute and say for the TVETs that already have presented. And we don't even end there. We celebrate everyone who've done and finalized their 100 days, and all those who are still going and pushing and busy with their 100 days challenge, and also those who are going to join us next year. We are not stopping. We are continuing. Thank you so much. Oh, already Randan has written collaboration here. What is the one thing that these teams, the above mentioned 4 teams that they did, that we think can be duplicated, or we think can be
chase the people, chase the people.
Yes,
they must go to the breakout rooms.
Please just accept. When you see your name saying we are invited to breakup room 1, just accept and go. We are not chasing you. Tabisa, I'm still seeing you here.
Anthony, please assign me to another one. Chris and Siko were in the other one.
Alreen, I see you said I
Okay.
should go to breakout room 2.
Yeah, one of you can go to 6. Portia, can you go to 6?
I can't
Thank
see
you.
the
I'm even seeing our big boss, Mr. Tembile Dingiswayo. Welcome, Northwest University. Welcome, Mr. Dingiswayo. Welcome, Lungile. Tabisa, we are going. Kindly just accept. If you see that they've invited you to another breakout room, just say join, join, join. Click join, click join, click join. Tabisa, Refilwe, kindly just say join. Mr. Dingiswayo, kindly say join. Lirato, Lungile, Elaine, please
Ilse,
just
you can
say
join.
Mpo. Hi, Mpo. Hello, Mpo. How are you? You will be allocated to a breakout room. Please just click join. Poshi, did you join breakout room 6?
Yeah, I joined. It's not showing me the breakouts. I can only see the one I was assigned to. And Chris is
Okay.
there.
No, they will fix it. Don't worry. Refilwe, kindly just click on breakout room. Mpo, how are you? Please just click on breakout room. And then we are also having
sorry, mine is not
Ulirato.
showing. Mine is not showing the breakup room.
Okay, please allocate Elaine.
Okay, there's not a lot of time left. So what I think we do, let's discuss. Dumi, can you lead the discussion here? Gather for us some
Yeah.
words that those who are here, please do
Okay,
that.
I will just type them on the chat. Okay, I'm having Tim Elaine. Can you please lead us? Because I'm happy that you unmuted. What other just words so that I will be typing them on the chat? Any word that you think we can adopt and duplicate? One thing that we are taking from the 4 teams that have presented that we think we can adopt going forward or duplicate as we are moving forward to other TVETs and PSETs. Anyone can come in and just tell me, I'm having Elaine, I'm having Mpo, I'm having Refilwe, I'm having Tsebisa, I'm also having Liru. Kindly, anyone can just tell me any word.
Hi, Dumi.
Hi.
It's
How are
Ilse,
you?
Boland College. I'm good. I love the idea of Northlink with the open dialogues where they went out and they engaged with the students. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much. Another word? I'm typing, I think okay. Open dialogues and another one? You can tell me as much words as you want, and then I will just type. Any other thing that we think we can duplicate? I am thinking of the time change that was done by Eagle Fields, who said they noticed that there was poor attendance, so they had to change time. So change is very good, more especially when you're busy with a project such as 100 days. I'm not sure whether we can edit from you, Tim.
Okay, can I just say something quickly?
Okay.
I think from our side, what we picked up is that the issue with funding, if we could maybe, scrutinize the fact that funding also plays a very important role for us to carry forward whatever we need to put out there. Funding is something that, we always overlook, but at the end of the day, it also is priority right now for this whole program to run the way we want it to. Thank you.
That's brilliant. Should I put it under funding or resources? Which one do you prefer?
I would suggest funding.
Okay.
Put it under
That's
funding.
okay. All right. So we are having open dialogues that we can adopt from the teams that have presented, moving forward to other TVETs. And then we're also having e-funding. Another word that maybe comes to mind, beautiful ladies and gents. Another word. We are having open dialogues. We're having e-funding.
Okay, Chris, I closed, so they'll be coming back in 30 seconds.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, people are coming
10
in.
seconds. Yes, they're coming
Thank
back.
you. Yeah, we have Nikki on room 1 who still needs to come back. Beryl is back.
I seem to be back, I think.
Yeah, room 1, they're all in.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back.
Hi, Gerard. Okay. Thank you so much. Are we all in, Anthony?
Yes, everybody's back. You can continue.
Happiness, 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 happiness. So I'm very, very happy that we were not on any group and we did well. The team that I was with, even though we were not allocated to any groups, but we came out with Elaine, we came up with Lise, is it Elise, Leroux? We came up with words such as, from Randall, we came up with words such as collaboration, open dialogue, funding. From room 6, I'm seeing using QR codes. I'm seeing collaboration. Collaboration is very, very big in this line of work. That's why we love it, because you can't do it alone. A finger cannot help itself. It has to have 5 fingers so that you can make a big fist to make an impact. So also easy and simple reporting systems, more information on cases when and wherever possible. Other teams, if we can see the words that you came up with. Koshi, you can just come in with the words you came up with, Beryl, and assist kindly, please.
Bronwyn is going to write ours. We're from room 2, Dumi.
Thank you.
But
I see Chris from feedback from its social media is a potent tool to spread key messages to a broad audience. Yes, that video showed us about the importance of social media. Students are very active on social media, which is a fact. Surveys are a really good method to collect valuable data on GBVF experiences in an anonymous and safe way. We got that from Free State. Big up. Integration into normal learning modules. Wow. We all know that, all this learning that we do, it's a bit complicated sometimes. Room 5, we are having Ubuntu and coming together with what everyone already has. We respect that each and every one ideas, they are very, very important. They are very recognized in this line of projects that we are doing with the 100 days. And we know that one idea that may come up in a small voice can make the huge impact that we're looking for in 100 days. And then also, Nomgcibelo, Ubuntu and ownership. Alreen says, I love the ideas that we can legally steal from each other. We don't steal. We said we are benchmarking because we are adults and we have the legal rights, as Alreen has mentioned. We have the legal rights to steal. That's very powerful. And then room 2, buying in from staff. Yes, if we work together as a staff, SSS working with principal, deputy principal, working with the supporting staff, we've got it. And then TUT, our room said working with stakeholders, that's collaboration to strengthen resources, mobility towards Ubuntu and ownership and agency. Thank you so much, beautiful people. I'm going to hand you over to the lovely Nomgcibelo Mdlalose. I appreciate you guys and I love you.
Thanks everyone. I'm really gonna request that we move a little bit faster. We left with only 20 minutes and we would like to hear from everyone. So if I can just request that when I call you, I'm gonna start with Taletsu, come with TUT, and then Maluti and Kharsibande. And if you can just limit it to 6 minutes if possible, or 7. Please, would like to hear from everyone who is part of this process. So Maluti, I hope you are ready to, Taletso, I hope you are ready to start. Is it you, Gathel, who's coming through for Taletso? Taletso, do we have someone from Taletso?
Everyone, okay. I'm not the one who's supposed to present, and I don't think we've got anyone from Talet, so I don't have the presentation.
Okay. Okay, but maybe what we can do, thanks, Gathel, let's move to the others. We will then just give a short overview of Taletso once we are done with the other two. TUT, if you are ready to come through for us, I'm going to hand over to you.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me nice and clearly?
Yes, we can.
Wonderful. Good afternoon, everyone. And on behalf of the Faculty of Arts and Design at TUT, it is my privilege to reflect on what our team from the research niche area, which is entitled Artivism as a Tool to Combat GBV, has achieved through our 100-day challenge. I start us off with a poem that encompasses what we have done. It is entitled 100 Voices. 1 minute a day, 100 days of breath. A whisper becomes a rhythm becomes a call. We build peace with fragments. We mend silence with color and motion. In the echo of each post, a body remembers, and the art becomes the act. So our journey began on the 8th of August with a clear purpose: to use artivism, which is art as a form of activism, to confront gender-based violence through continuous creative engagement and artistic creation to create awareness. On the first day of our challenge, we launched the campaign with our GBV symposium, which was entitled Canvas for Change. This was a 3-day event that featured keynote speakers, a variety of performances, and art exhibitions. This symposium set tone for our 100 days that followed. It created a shared platform for artists, academics, and activists to engage in dialogue, various performances, and reflection on how art can challenge silence and mobilize awareness. So over the 100 days, we released 1-minute artivism posts on Instagram, each a daily reminder that silence can be broken through creative action. And the project's success lies not only in how many numbers we reached, but also in the human connections it fostered. We collaborated with Higher Health, SAJA, the City of Tshwane, and screened 64 students, 19 of whom required psychosocial support. That collaboration translated awareness into tangible care. Equally, over the 100 days, we created a peace wall on our campus, as well as a tile project where people painted reflections and thoughts on GBV that has been put up on our campus. These are all physical manifestations of collective healing. Our staff, our students, our alumni, and the community members contributed to these installations, transforming our campus space into sites of remembrance, peace, and solidarity. Innovation was at the center of this challenge. We embedded artivism into our research niche area, treating artistic outputs not only as creative works, but as research data. And our Canvas for Change, our symposium, kept the dialogue alive long after the event. Through this, the faculty strengthened partnerships within and beyond TUT with various universities. This challenge reaffirmed that institutional change happens when creativity, scholarship, and social conscience meet. It reminded us that the arts can make visible what statistics alone cannot: empathy, connection, and hope. Our 100-day challenge became a living demonstration of what sustained artivism can achieve when grounded in research and specifically collaboration. We learned that creative expression, whether through movement, design, film, poetry, allowed participants to speak without words. The process became both activism and healing, building psychological safety through art. The project also taught us the importance of sustainability. 100 days demanded creativity, coordination, and emotional resilience. We rotated contributors, diversified content, and supported one another through the process. These strategies kept engagement active, ensured that art remained a tool for endurance. Moving forward, our focus is on embedding artivism more deeply into our curriculum and research framework. We aim to have ongoing digital dissemination on our Instagram pages. We also recognize the need for structured emotional support and clearer systems for measuring impact. As we plan future projects, we will integrate reflective sessions and produce publications that translate creative processes into academic and community knowledge. The 100 minutes for 100 days proved that creating awareness is not something abstract, it is embodied. Every tile, every post, every performance became part of a collective choreography of resistance. Importantly, our work continues. We will maintain our Instagram platform as a living archive and advocacy space, keeping the dialogue around GBV visible throughout the year. During the up-and-coming 16 days of activism against GBV from the 27th of November to the 10th of December, we will launch a new initiative titled Claiming Orange in Spaces. This is a community engagement project featuring site-specific performances across our campus. These performances will reclaim spaces often perceived as unsafe, transforming them into places of collective awareness, expression, and solidarity. Looking ahead to 2026, we will host our third GBV symposium entitled Resonant Voices, continuing the dialogue between art, activism, and academia. The event will build on the foundation established by the Canvas for Change and the 100 minutes for 100 days, ensuring that our work remains a continuous cycle of reflection, creation, and action. As we conclude, I want to acknowledge the courage of our students, the commitment of our colleagues, and the leadership of our partners. Together, we have shown that the arts are not peripheral to social change. They are central to how change is imagined, embodied, and sustained. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really like the idea that this is already linked into sustainability, you know, the whole issue of human connection and community engagement. Thank you so much. We look forward to seeing how this will unfold next year. And we're going to share later on the new applications for next year. So I think you're really going to become part of the process next year.
Oh,
okay,
wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to quickly move to Maluti. Maluti, I hope you're ready. Please come through.
Good afternoon, colleagues. My name is Tshwane Salani from Maluti TVET. Thank you very much for having us here. It has been a pleasant year once more to be part of the 100 Days Challenge. At Maluti, this is our second year in the 100 Days Challenge. And we have been doing as we have done last year. We have been doing the survey saying breaking the barriers and building safer campuses. And what we actually were concentrating on was to reduce bullying, unplanned teenage pregnancy through awareness, education, and support. What we actually do at the startup of the program, we had a meeting where we and the stakeholders came together, and then in the meeting we had the stakeholders and the staff or the SLOs in actual fact from each campus. The campus managers were also there, and the LO lecturers. They were part of the startup so that we can collaborate and talk together in what we can do together to intensify and to make sure that we meet we bring awareness amongst the students, and then during the startup campaign itself, that's when each campus was given an opportunity to say what they were willing to do. Firsthand, we didn't start with the main survey that we have, and we are calculating, and we are actually giving report on. Every campus had to say for the 100 days what were the awareness programs that they were willing to do in order to bring students and staff on board, with the understanding of what GBV is and what is it that they are required to learn, and also to get out of them the knowledge that they might have, and also to bring up what they were not aware of. So number of campuses came up with the ideas. We had one campus where they said they intensified awareness through posters, and they intensified the counseling. The doors were open for the students to come aboard. And then we had SAPS played a great role in all campuses, because almost all campuses invited South African police services. We had social development, which also took part. And then they also had, in 2 campuses, they had walks. They had a gender-based violence walk where students and staff will have posters, and then they will post and say, we are against this. And then at Harrismith in particular, they had invited Commission of Gender Equality. They had Sports Day against 100 days. We have one campus again, which we were very proud of, where we have an SLO, that is a student liaison officer, who initiated and engineered a gender-based violence board, which was also funded by, I think it's something to do with Via Africa, that sponsored it to be publicized. So we are working as a college on getting the board as part of the program and as part of our daily exercise, which the student will always have access to and will always use. So at the campus, the engineer of the program, she took some of the questions as the former questionnaire, just to get the general idea of what the students understood about gender-based violence. And a lot of things were said there. They also intensified on dialogues, motivational talks, and then all the awareness program. In one campus, when they had the initial program, when they were doing it, we actually had 2 lecturers who were first-hand testimony of gender-based violence. Both of them have been through a certain experience of gender-based violence, and they actually came forward to say they have experienced this, and they told the student what they have experienced, and which actually also came forth as one of the things that brought an opening to the students to come about to say, yes, we have experienced this, we have been through this, and a number of cases, a number of experiences that students had was brought forth, and students were referred for help. So I would like also to acknowledge the collaboration, as everybody has been saying, of stakeholders that worked with us. First of all, I would like to acknowledge Metuto from FS Cocta, because she's just positive pushing force against everything that we do. The social development, Tutuzela and Tusanang, we had a new team on board this year, Team Spirit, which they are educating with play. So it was educational play that they were doing, which brought a lot of students on board, and they were actually happy because as they play, they also say a lot of things. They are asked questions while they play, and this also makes them to open up even more. We have Ubuntu legal advisors, which came on board to some of the campuses to give advice to students on when an incident has happened, what is it that you need to do and where to go as a first-hand need of help. So they came on board and it was a beautiful, beautiful experience. Just wanted to acknowledge also the stakeholders that played part. We also have higher health that I don't want to leave behind because they played a great role with the risk assessment that they have planned. Oh, have I went on board? All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes,
All
thank
right
you.
then.
Yeah, I like the fact that you couple your awareness creation with counseling, and I also like the idea that you're already institutionalizing without saying it. You know, the whole idea of a board, you know, it's part of institutionalization. This is wonderful. For Hertzbande, so what I'm going to do, you also have your 7 minutes. But when I bring my video back, I'm actually saying you're left with 1 minute. Okay, come through Hertzbande. That's my hometown.
Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, colleagues. It's very unfair for the people who are presenting to us the end now. The minutes are not 10, it's 7 now, but understandable. And my understanding was we are going to talk to the summary that was drawn from our reports. So I will be talking to the summary as that was an agreement, and I'll add some few points when needs be. As Tshwane TVET College, we have joined the campaign this year, the 100 days campaign this year, and all went well. And we have 7 campuses, not 6. We've got 7 campuses across the region in Mpumalanga, ranging from Standerton Campus, Evander, Balfour, Siba, Perdekop, and Skills Academy. Our highlights are as follows. The colleagues were given the latitude to choose the area of focus, but our main goal was to ensure that we complete our 100 days GBVF challenge. In Evander, they tackled bullying to strengthen GBV reporting and referral systems. In Balfour, we formed a GBVF community task team with South African Police Services, social services, faith-based groups, and launched the rapid response protocol. In Emelo, they took the GBVF prevention to schools, workplaces, and correctional facilities. When you go to Perdekop, they linked GBVF prevention with HIV, TB, sexual health education, and improved youth access to services related to GBVF. In Skills Academy, they ran the GBVF and child protection campaign across the 6 schools, reaching 6,400 learners. And in the meeting, I brought along Lungile, because at the end of my presentation, if we still have time, Lungile will come in because they further ensure that they went to court to support the children that were abused or GBVF cases. And also there were victims and there was a perpetrator for child pornography. Skills Academy also did that. They also did their fun walk when they were closing their GBVF. And as a college, we managed to reach 12,233 people, which includes your youth centers, college students, learners from schools, with Skills Academy being the highest. Sibanesetu is one of the campuses in the rural areas. It reached 3,369. You have your Balfour reached 448, Emelo campus 524, but the total of the college is 12,233. sustaining the college in terms of GBVF campaigns and all the health and wellness campaigns. We've got a total of 30 stakeholders across all our campuses in the region. We have DSD, the Department of Health. There are so many, I can't read them all. So when they did the summary of our report, they just summarized few. DSD subs, higher health comes in handy. We've got the social worker that is based in Evander campus. We've got the counselor that is assisting a lot in also in Staraton campus. In Sibaneset, we've got a high health coordinator also taking care of all the health and wellness issues. And then they came in handy when we were doing our GBVF campaigns. We are also active in the prevention of network in government and civil. And when we did this campaign, we did with a lot of non-profit organizations, and the state departments also came on board. The other thing that we are continuing with is the issue of GBF and HIV campaigns via local clinics, your silence activations at the campus. Long-term outreach and data tracking in school also is very much important. And then the key learnings that happened, or what we've learned, and the good lesson learned as a college, is the shift from formal sessions to peer-led flexible outreach, boosted participation, collaboration over duplication, multi-stakeholder teams that improves the results, innovative outreach through classroom visits, pickets, and social media platforms. I think let me pause here because there's a lot that we have done at a college, but because of the time, I'll now hand over to Lungile to add where I might have omitted.
Okay. Come through, Lungile.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Ma'am Reggie. I think you've summarized the report very well. But what I can add is that also in our English 100 Days challenge, we've experienced that there were a lot of gaps that are still there that needs to be closed in terms of visiting the schools and also targeting the TVET. Because remember, we were also talking about other things that say taking the silence under-rape victims. And also in those things, in those programs that we were running, also the campaigns and the support that we went to when we were going to court, we could tell that there is still a lot that needs to be done on our side. But other than that, we really appreciate the opportunity as Hartsibande to be on this 100 Days challenge of GBVF. So we're really looking forward that if another opportunity presents itself, then we will be able to also target the other areas that were left behind. Because 100 days, I still say, it's not enough time in order for us to target all the places that are there. And also there are a lot of gaps in terms of the bullying that is happening also at schools, the rape that is happening in our schools, and also to find that we are, even on primary schools, we find that students at the age of 12 years, they are now exposed to raping each other, and they're exposed to porn and everything. So I think there's a lot of that needs to be done on the ground. But other than that, I would just like to appreciate the opportunity as Hartsibande, and we're really looking forward to the next 100 days. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hartsibande. I just want to mention that, you know what, when you start the 100 Days challenge, it's just a spark. It can go as further as possible. So you start somewhere, you move on and move on. So you are welcome to join again next year. So there's endless opportunities for us to continue to work together. I'm going to go back to Dalet. So I'm told...
Sorry, ma'am. So did we finish our 7 minutes?
Yes, you did. Do you want to say something quickly?
No, I just wanted to add that one of the topics that we focused on, or our area of focus, was the reduction of stigma associated to GBVF survivors with the use of social media and the campaign, so that we sustain the awareness. Because some of this, we need to do an awareness, because some of the victims or survivors, they don't want to come forth. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to allow, I think it's Gathel now who's gonna come through for Talezo.
Yes, afternoon again. So I'm going to just give you a highlight of how our 100-day challenge worked out. Just for starters, we had a good representation of stakeholders from nonprofit organizations, government departments. They all came in to join. We had Tutuzela, we had NPA, we had COCTA, we had fellow organizations within our region that we work with. We had SAPS also. This enabled us to create a system, pathways, or a referral pathway of how do we get to refer GBV victims from Taleto, inside or outside, and how do they get to Zela, to SAPS, all in the court processes. So with that, we managed to do trainings. We did trainings for stakeholders also, and for students. We managed to take advantage of the SRCs. They are our entry points when it comes to working with students. So through them, we had to capacitate them on the different acts, Domestic Violence Act, and so that they have a clear understanding of what exactly is it that we talk about when we speak of GBV. We managed to bring in social workers from the Department of Social Development so that they know who to go to, because here in the Northwest, we use the ward-based system. So each social worker is allocated a certain ward in a community that they work in. So in that, we had legal aid assistance for students. They got to know more about it with a sexual reproductive health and rights sessions with students in all 3 campuses. And we also managed to link up with mental health matters, anything that speaks on GBV and mental health, everything. We packaged it in one as one objective. Also, one of the things that we realized was that students, they are vulnerable based on their background. They come from impoverished families within the Northwest, within Mafeking, our areas, in all 3 campuses. So they're easily taken advantage of. And with that, we had to try to bring in an element of economic development so that they get to access its either funding for their studies, anything that can help them to not end up getting involved in transactional sex, so they can be able to go to school. Also, we realize that there is within our communities, there is the LGBTQI community, which they are not easily acceptable in schools. So with that, we had a local filmmaker who has produced a film that speaks on same-sex relationships. So the intention was to do screening in all 3 campuses and then have a discussion afterwards based on what the short film was presenting. The short film is called Letter to Society. That for us was one way of engaging students in a different setup. It's not a classroom setup. We just come together, watch a movie, and then we talk about what we're experiencing in the movie. And that it enables us to bring in a large number of students together, high engagement, because they are not really opening up into their experiences. So we try to be innovative in ways like, for example, the film and also the use of social media. We tried to do that, and it was working well for us because you don't get to speak to them directly. We send in a few questions and they get to answer. In that, they feel it's much safer because they are not in the forefront. They are not looking at the social worker directly. They get to answer questions or use WhatsApp as a platform of communicating with our social workers. In all of this, we did have challenges that we faced. Participation of students was one of the great challenges that we have. We didn't get as much support as we expected from the colleges. So when it comes to mobilizing, we would have expected the colleges to mobilize for us, but we've managed to find a way to work around. Limited resources for our social workers that are operating in the safe spaces. that we were part of establishing on our first cycle of the 100-day challenges. We do have social workers that are working in those areas, but the challenge is they are there on a voluntary basis. So there is really not much we can do. They attend in certain times, at times they don't attend. So we are counting on the various stakeholders, like social workers from the Department of Social Development, to be available whenever we need to refer our clients. We do have a GBV social worker in Mafikeng that we're working with. So the large amount of our cases, they are referred to the GBV social worker in Mafikeng. That for us has been a challenge that we managed to overcome. It has went on to show that partnership is everything within our area. We have managed to create a great network of stakeholders that are just a phone call away. Whenever we have an issue, we are thriving in that, and we are looking forward to doing better in the next coming cycles. I think from our side, this is all that I have to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This is so amazing. I'm gonna ask that we just unmute and say our halalalala for the TVETs that have just presented. Thank you so much, guys.
Well done, everyone. Well done.
And unfortunately, because of time, we can't have our breakout session, but I would like to just allow you to actually think about these things and see who else needs to be part of the process. And I've seen in the on the comments, someone was asking about NGO. Gathel is from an NGO. So this is an inclusive process. The fact that we train from our convening partners in government, but NGO play a very, very, very big role. So thank you so much. We really appreciate what you've shared with us. We're learning with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nomgcibelo. Colleagues, beautiful people, teams, team coaches, team challenges, team challenge strategists. We've started this work. We've celebrated you, but we were not working alone. We were working with some of the seniors from the national, and also as well, we are working with some of our technical staff, our seniors who are supporting us. So now on the reflection from the floor, I'm just going to open up this platform and request anyone who wants to share their reflection for few seconds and just to say thank you to the teams that have presented. The floor is yours. Anyone can just unmute for a few seconds. I'm going to cut you if you allow. Please, I'm not sure, Chris, for how many minutes do we have?
Let's go.
The floor.
We can allow for 5 minutes for this part.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I know we could spend a whole day on this, but let's go for 5 minutes.
Okay. So the platform is yours. You just unmute, you come in, you say, I am a student and I'm very happy with what I've seen here. It's a chance for me to learn for the next 20 years and what I'm going to do in the future. Has anyone unmuted? There is Kosi. Thank you, Kosi. Come in.
Hi, colleagues. I am a student. Somewhere do me, but yeah, oh my goodness, I don't know what to say. Nomki, Chris, the team, everybody who is here today. I am so excited. As the department, I think we are thrilled because we never expected such a response for 2025. If you can reflect back in 2024, we had only 5 colleges that had participated, and for 2025 we have doubled that, and it's even more. So colleagues, thank you so much to the TVET community. I won't go by one, but I will just say the whole entire community of the TVET. Thank you to the colleagues, the commitment that you have shown. We knew that you had some challenges, but you strive through the challenges that you've had encountered during the journey of establishing or implementing the 100-day challenge. Then the key insight for me, that's what I wanted to say to me today, is that the implementation of the awareness campaigns, they were massive. And I liked the way colleagues were so innovative, the way they were so creative. For us, it was just like, wow. We have moved from the old ways of doing things. We've seen some of the colleges doing their campaigns online, some of the colleges doing their own, they were fundraising because of issues of funding to ensure that this initiative becomes a success. Number two, I wanted to also, how do me?
Sorry.
Who's on board? Oh, it's me doing. No, it's fine. Number two, to me, we've seen the establishment of the support groups. I think you have noted that the colleagues are speaking about your repeat response groups, your self-defense classes, all these things, the support groups, safety campaigns, and all that. We really appreciate that, colleagues, especially moving forward. We really need to see more of the support groups established in our colleges so that we ensure that our students, they get to be supported. Number three, it's the involvement of the lecturers. When we started this, we thought it was only for students, but we can see now that the landscape is moving. To me, even our lecturers and staff members, they are part of this and they are embracing this challenge, meaning that moving forward, it will not be only focusing on students, but it will focus in our whole entire TVET community. So we really appreciate the work that the colleagues have been doing. That is why we see that more stakeholders, even within our systems, they are joining in. Then the incorporation of the NSP into our policies and plans, to me, that was so brilliant for us, because now we are able to plan effectively. So we've got the NSP, we've got our policies in place. Most of the colleges, they've indicated that now they are busy with their GBV policies and sexual harassment, and we see there's a vibe. So we really acknowledge that, colleagues. And the last one is the conduction of the questionnaires. Seriously, a lot is happening. So we really know what is the root cause of these GBVs in some instances. So the surveys, they are assisting us to establish such things. So colleagues, thank you so much. I don't want to waste time, but those are just my key insight as I'm listening. We are learning from the department side as well. We want to support you guys moving forward for 2026 and bring more colleges on board. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I also chip in?
Yes, Menduna.
Okay, sorry to
Menduna, you have
the
30
speaker.
seconds.
All right, I just want to thank my team. They have done a wonderful job. It was our first time to be involved in this, but they have done a wonderful job. Thanks to the team of the World Impact, you have supported us right through. I just hope Selina from DHET is listening to whatever that was said here with regard to the funding, with regard to the human capacity. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you, Mamduna. Thank you so much. Over to you, Nomgcibelo. Thank you so much, beautiful people.
Thank you, colleagues. You know, as Kosi was talking about, you know, policies coming on board, I'm just also remembering that Maluti TVET College has joined the 30-day challenge. So the colleges are really breaking boundaries, you know, and we're very excited. And with that, I want to share with you how we're gonna move on next year. And I think it's actually gonna excite you as colleges, because there's still an opportunity for some of you to come back in terms of virtual sessions, but also the ones that are coming for the first time would then come. So just to share with you now, just to give you an idea in terms of what we're planning to do next year. Next year, we're really we're looking at amping the numbers in terms of where we are. And we know that we can't do it on our own. We'll only be able to do it with the support from everybody else. And I want to mention that with next year coming in, with the support of the Premier's offices, all the offices of the Premier, they've come on board to actually make sure that we amplify this work, and that you can move to the next slide, Santa, that we actually make sure that those who are left behind can actually get as much information as possible to come and join this process. But with the TVETs, I also like the fact that I was sitting with my sister, Sukosi Selina, looking at how best do we do this for TVETs. And with you guys, your district offices are going to be helping you to ensure that those who want to participate know exactly what they need to do, and that the coordination is done from that office. The next slide, Santa. So we're really looking forward to a year that embeds this process even better. And if you can see, we had about 4 types of convening partners, like the municipalities, your TVETs and universities, the courts and DSD. So with the Premier's offices coming in, we're really stretching out to other government departments, like your Department of Health and all that. So we're hoping next year we'll see those convening partners, even more convening partners coming through, because like you've all been indicating in different words, no one person can do this work. We all need to come together and make sure that that we end gender-based violence in our country. So the information I'm just glancing through just to give you an idea that with the help of Ford Foundation, we're still gonna cover the cost of the training, but we're gonna work with the Premier's offices to make sure that we have the venue and that there's catering involved. And I know that we've been helping some of you to travel to the training sessions and all that. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that. So with this information having come through as early as now, we're hoping that internally you can make all the necessary arrangements for your travel and all that. However, it's not going to be difficult because the training is going to be in your provinces. So for TVETs that are in Gauteng, you'll be able to attend the training in Gauteng. So we're hoping that logistically and financially, it's not gonna set you off as TVETs when you come through. These are the dates, and if you get into our website, you will definitely see where you fit in as a province. You will have the dates, we have the deadlines, but I know my god sisters will be engaging with you and your district officers just to make sure that you have all the information and that you can apply as soon as possible, because the slots are limited. We're taking only 30 per province, so we can only take newcomers 30, and then for the ones that are coming back, we're only taking 10, and that's for the entire province. So I think it's important to move as fast as possible. So here we are, the applications are already open, and wherever you are, you know, if you are interested, even those that haven't been part and you've been sitting here hearing about all this and saying, hey, I want to be part of this process. And now that you know which institutions and all that are part of the process, just approach them. Approach the TVET or a university in your area, in whatever in your area, and see if they can't be interested. Provide them with the information and connect them with the offices of the Premier, with getting their support as much as possible, so that they can come in as convening partners and you can be part of the process, you know, contributing as a member of the team and in many different ways that you can. You can also contact us directly. What we normally do as we get the applications and you are interested in a certain province, we're able to help you and say, hey, here's a TVET in your area that has applied. Maybe you can connect with them so that you can actually be part of that team. So I encourage all of you. I've heard most of you want to come back. So yes, you are welcome. Would like to see you coming back, and more especially with those ideas of institutionalization and all that, that would really strengthen that process that you've already started. So as you know, there are many other processes that we are involved with. We have the dashboard. I just wanted to share that, yes, now we are transitioning it to Pillar 6, but we are continuing to collect the data on the building blocks because that's the data that we started collecting, working again with the Premier's offices. And now we're cascading the collection of data to municipalities. And as you can see here, we've got 23 additional people that have been onboarded on the system to collect the data. And they represent 5 districts, 33 municipalities, and 2 metros. So we're really hoping to see the data coming up, getting updated, because our vision is to have this dashboard being the real-time, providing the real-time data in terms of what is available in each municipality. So we're hoping with this process, that dream is going to be a lived reality for the dashboard. And our 100 days challenges are on the dashboard. So when you go to the dashboard, you're able to see your 100-day challenge there in terms of the work that you've been doing. We will continue to load that information and improve what actually comes out in terms of what you can see as the outcome. Another exciting news is that with the GBVF health check, the quarter that we've just closed, we had quite a number of organizations participating, filling in the health check. And we were very, very impressed with the fact that on average, the staff uptake of everyone who participated was 55%. And that's very good because it really gives us now more valid data that reliable data that we can actually work on. And 17 of the organizations have been invited to join the 30-day project, which will kick off on the 24th of November. And like I said, truly, your Maluti College is part of the, is there. Gabriel, I'm not sure. We invited you. We're still there if you still want to continue with the 30-day challenge. So thank you, colleagues. I think I'm going to end here and hand over to Dumi.
Thank you so much, Nomgqibelo. I think all the beautiful teams, colleagues, beautiful sisters, god sisters and godmothers, you know that we don't like just talking, only giving and issuing and telling you this is what we've done and this is what we are also going to do moving forward. We appreciate collaborative efforts. We appreciate feedback. Hence, now we are having the commitment. So we all know that we love using our Menti. Can you please just move to the next slide where the Menti is? And then for those who cannot access the Menti, here on the screen, just click on the nice link that is on our chat box, and then you just actually tell us one word and what is your commitment going forward. We would appreciate to have a very, very good feedback from you, feedback that is going to help us to learn, feedback that is going to help us to grow, feedback that is going to help us to sustain the biggest gains that we've already started with the World of Impact and the 100 Days Challenge. So over to you, beautiful team. Anthony, I'm not sure if maybe we can see the words from the word cloud that are coming out from our Menti. Wonderful. Thank you so much. You can just go to the Menti, click on it. If you can, click on your phone, or if you can scan the QR code, or if you can go to www.menti. I see their words have started. Education, that's the commitment. Advocacy is another commitment that we are receiving from the floor. Change, wow, change is good. We want change. We cannot stop it from happening. Spreading awareness. I think this one is coming from Kosi. And then to share the incredible impact if the 100-day challenges and encourage more institutions to sign up. Thank you. That scale up and sustainability. I commit to consistency. I'm coming back next year. Keep going, guys. That's the commitment. Help more colleagues to do 100-day challenge. That's a beautiful commitment. Share more information. Sharing information, beautiful commitment. More that sustain, go bigger and better. Wow. Showing people that 100 days challenge platform. So, which means showing people the 100 days challenge platform, speaking up, always amplifying your voice in a positive manner that is going to build support from Kosi. Thank you, Kosi. Impactful. We will continue doing 100-day challenges. Togetherness, hashtag power. Thank you so much. Oh, I see. Impactful. Thank you so much, Sylvia, from the municipalities. Encourage others. That's the commitment. This is what we are committing to do moving forward. I'm so happy because now we are also seeing sustainability, that for those who have already done something, they will continuously encouraging others. We are doing a collective effort. We are cascading information from top, bottom, down, bottom, again, up, doing it. I'm seeing speaking up, always encourage others. We are turning our 100 days impact into ongoing work. 365. I love that. This is only the beginning. That's the commitment. I'll read. I love it when you read these words. Can you please come in as well if you want? Or Nomgibelo, you can come in.
All I can say is
Exactly what I want. Spot on. Thank you, Alreen. We appreciate you, our ancestor godmother. We love you so much. Over to you, Chris. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Tommy, and thanks, Nonke, and thank you to all the teams. This is really, really incredible to see. I mean, I'm blown away by the work and how it's grown from last year, and I'm also encouraged to see that a lot of you say this is just a starting point, because it's not only about 100 days. 100 days is really a starting point, and you know, a lot of you spoke about, you know, sustaining the work and embedding it into modules and your systems, and that's really, really what you know, what the work's about. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone for the hard work and for sharing your impact today. And yeah, I think let's leave it there. It's been incredible to hear all the stories.
Thank you,
And
team.
maybe
Thank
as
you,
we leave,
Petrus.
let's hear everybody say goodbye and then one last halala.
Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank
See you
you so
next year.
much.
Bye.
Bye.